The President, His Excellency Nana Addo Akuffo Addo, has met His Excellency the President-elect John Dramani Mahama at the Jubilee House to discuss the transitional process. Nana Addo also congratulated His Excellency the Vice President-elect Jean Nana Opoku Agyeman for being the first female Vice President of Ghana. Ghanaians went to the polls on 7 December 2024 and voted for John Dramani Mahama as President-elect with 56.55 votes.
Thank you very much. Thanks, I appreciate that phone call. Yes, yes. Please. We're all suffering here. Thanks for here.
Okay, hands.
Thank you.
Let me first of all welcome you very, very warmly to the seat of the presidency of our country, to Jubilee House, and also congratulate you once again for the remarkable victory that you and your party chose on Saturday, the 7th of December. I want particularly to congratulate our historic lady, the first female vice president in our history, to say, madam, well done, and all of us are wishing you the very best of luck. You've become a trailblazer for lots of women, and it's an important step that has been taken. Mr. President, as you know, the statute that governs the transitional process requires us within 24 hours to establish a joint transition team, which will then supervise the whole process of the transfer of authority of power from my administration to yours. I've received the list of people that you are going to form the transition team from your side. On my side, I am bound by statute. The statute identifies those who should represent the government side, and they have all been duly notified. They'll be ready for the formal joint inauguration of the transition team this afternoon, which will take place at the conference center. I believe we're back to where we began in 2017. It was the same venue,
yes,
whereby we were in reverse positions.
Yes.
Yeah, but so that will take place this afternoon. But in the meantime, I thought it was important that we should have this few minutes together, meet the members of your team, and also take the opportunity to reassure the Ghanaian people of our determination to work together to ensure the seamless transfer of power, and to continue to work together to deepen and consolidate democratic governance in our country. It's important for the future of Ghana, and it is important for the future of our continent that the world should see a successful, functioning African democracy And Ghana has the privilege of being in the category of successful democracies on our continent. It is our responsibility, our joint responsibility, to make sure that that reputation is maintained and consolidated. So this is the reason why I wanted to invite you here, so that we can have this first informal meeting, as it were, and then we will then be in a position to go towards the formal meeting this afternoon.
Yes, we're both under the weather. I think it's the after effects of a grueling campaign.
Yes.
We have all kinds of allergies. But I want to express my sincerest appreciation to you for that phone call you gave me, congratulating me. I think it was a good mark of statesmanship. And it gives me a sense of deja vu, like you said, to be back here again after so many years. Members of my team, I'm sure they're all familiar. Nana, who you referred to, General Mosquito, Julius Debra, our former Chief of Staff, and Madame Valerie Sawyer, and then Dr. Bisease Mahama, who used to be the head of the local government service in our time, and working as the administrator in my office. And then my niece, Joyce Bauer, who's my spokesperson. And so we want to thank you for the courtesy and privilege giving us such short notice to pay this courtesy visit, and to say that democracy and Ghana is the winner after the electoral process. We think that on the day, despite all the anxieties people had, Ghana has successfully done it once again. And so we can be sure that our democracy is safe, and that working together across bipartisan lines we can continue to deepen and consolidate that democracy. As you said, we're grateful that you nominated today to go through the beginnings of the transitional process. And we nominated our members. They were selected mostly based on institutional memory and experience. These are people, most of who worked with me in the former administration. And so we wanted some people with experience to combine with yours so that we're able to have a seamless transition. And so I want to thank you once again, and to thank the Ghanaian people for rising up to the occasion. And we look forward to continuing to work together.
He's familiar with this place. He was here before I came, and he's back here again. So he knows exactly what this entails. But this is the reason why, and I'm happy that he found it easy within this very charged program that he has to come so readily and quickly to visit with me and members of my team to begin this process. All of it is in order to make sure that our nation, Ghana, continues to march forward as a functioning, effective, democratic state which respects the will of the people, which respects human rights and the rule of law, and where we are all secure in our daily life. We've spoken a little bit about the issues that have occurred, the seeming lawlessness that has taken place over the thing, and I expressed my happiness at his intervention yesterday in speaking to the country about what is going on, and the reinforcing of the authority of the state to make sure that these matters are dealt with. So this is the reason why he's here, and I thought we should give you a brief outcome of the visit. It has been a very warm and constructive feeling. The President and I have known each other for nearly 20 years. We met in Parliament in 1997 and have remained good friends ever since. So that's what has happened. Mr. President-elect.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mr. President. As I said when I spoke after the declaration of results, I mentioned that His Excellency the President had giving me a call to congratulate me. And so I had the opportunity to thank him this morning for being that gracious to give me that call. We had a very cordial meeting. At the time he called, he suggested 11 a.m. this morning to have the preliminary meeting towards setting up the transitional team. And that meeting has just ended. It was very cordial. And I think we were very happy to be together. Mr. President has given me a brief on the security situation, both internal and external, and also a short brief on issues to do with the economy. Of course, the transitional teams will drill down further into these matters, but I am happy at the assurance he's giving us that we're going to work together in the interest of Ghana to ensure a seamless transition. And I believe that even after that transition, it will be necessary for us to continue to keep a channel of communication so that Ghana's democratic credentials are consolidated and we all work together in the national interest. And so I want to thank him for his time and to assure him that on our side, we are very happy to work together, and we'll look forward to the successful work of the joint transitional team. I thank you all very much.
Thank you very much. There will be no questions. You and your party chalks on Saturday, the 7th of December. I want particularly to congratulate our historic lady, the first female vice president in our history. To say, madam, well done, and all of us are wishing you the very best of luck. You've become a trailblazer for lots of women, and it's an important step that has been taken. Mr. President, as you know, the statute that governs the transitional process requires us within 24 hours to establish a joint transition team, which will then supervise the whole process of the transfer of authority of power from my administration to yours. I've received the list of people that you are going to form the transition team from your side. On my side, I am bound by statute. The statute identifies those who should represent the government side, and they have all been duly notified. They'll be ready for the formal joint inauguration of the transition team this afternoon, which will take place at the conference center. I believe we're back to where we began in 20.